I don't have fancy bags, fancy watches, and I've even lost my rental income from property rental because I've sold away my HDB pretty recently, and all my assets now are in financial tools. Today I'm going to share with you my income streams from financial tools, and not just that, income streams also from digital products that I've created. This adds to my active income, and all in all, I'm drawing more than $200,000 a year. Hopefully it inspires you in your journey, and if you're ready, smash the like button early and let's go. Hi guys, welcome back. Without further ado, let's get started. And for today, I'll be ranking them from the least value to the highest value, so stay right to the very end. Without further ado, let's start with number 9 on the list, which is investment course sales. I've been teaching on investing via my JOSH TAN Academy. This is a digital course that I've created, and it allows you to learn how to actually do research work to become a better investor. I think this has tremendous value at only $37, and it's ready to give you a very quick, strong foundation. Now, right now, there are 106 enrollments. So let's go for 200 students. Sign up today if you haven't done so. And these are the various modules that I'll be covering with you in that very course itself. And hopefully you like the convenience of learning at your own pace. All proceeds will be part of the JOSH TAN Bursary that's donated to 2 needy students in NTU. And it's a donation drive that I've committed for quite a few years already. Moving on to number 8, that is ebooks sales. This is my latest ebook, How to $1 Million, with the newest edition for 2023. It's all the latest government guidelines inside it. Especially if you're a young adult and looking to learn more about finance, I think this book will definitely help you mightily. I cover over there what to look for in terms of houses, and even if you've bought your house already, there are other chapters such as what are money mindsets to look out for, what are mistakes to avoid, and there are bonus chapters that are definitely going to help you in your understanding of finance. 79 orders have been clocked so far, so let's go for 100 and look out for the links below. Let's go to number 7, which is actually a live event income stream that I've created, which is the JOSH TAN Finance Summit. If you have joined last year's summit, thank you so much for supporting the first event that we have. I'll improve on it for 2023 and smash the subscribe button and stay tuned for updates because I'll be sending new information on it very soon. For the live event that I've held previously, I actually sold tickets via Eventbrite, and what I've shared openly is I've generated more than $2,000 in terms of ticket sales. And in this screenshot, I've even praised Eventbrite for their fantastic platform that allowed me to partner and sell my tickets so easily. I was very happy to pay the $163 in fees for using their platform. In the previous JOSH TAN Finance Summit, I covered some chapters on REITs. If you are looking to learn a bit deeper and hear some insights from that summit itself, I'll be leaving links on how to purchase the online version of it right down below in the comment sections also. And again, all proceeds will form part of the $10,000 JOSH TAN Bursary. Take a pause on this video, look through what you might benefit from, and go start your learning journey today. Moving on to income stream number 6, which is actually interest income. In my previous episode discussing about income streams, I've actually covered interest income as the smallest component, but right now today, this has swelled up a little bit because interest rates are so much higher. Right now, high interest accounts can yield you 2 to 3% quite easily, and since you've stuck with me for this whole discussion, let me show you what's inside my own OCBC account. Right there, you can see it isn't that much. I've actually invested quite a bit in the last few months, depleting some of the war chest cash that I have. And right now, this 8,000 plus is about a 1 to 2 months of expenses float. And it really becomes emergency cash already. That's why I'm holding back and not investing this. I do have some emergency cash in my wife's account. And I've always advocated to have some emergency cash. But for couples especially, there may not be a need to keep 2 sets of emergency cash because that could mean under investments. But while I was preparing for this, I went to double check my portfolio to make sure that I know where to draw extra money from. There are still cash funds that I hold in the family's portfolio that I can liquidate. There is also a Singapore savings bond in my name that I can liquidate anytime if I do need funds. With that, let's move on to income stream number 5, which is general insurance commissions. Previously, I used to commit some time to build corporate accounts up. And that was just a simple way for me to diversify income streams and hopefully find some synergy between corporate accounts and life insurance. But actually for this, ever since last year, I've gradually moved away from that diversification. As you can see in this commission statement over here, I've changed a lot of my fees to a co-broking basic commission, which means I'm passing on a lot of the customer account services to my office backend where we have people to commit full time to answer the questions and service the policies. Of course, a co-broke fee means a lower amount, and that's why this amount has reduced quite significantly, but it's a strategic move. And if you happen to be an advisor, or if you're building a business also, maybe this is some wisdom to take note of. To get to the next level, we need extra focus. And at different stages, we prioritize diversification differently. But once we've found some competitive advantage, we need to double down on them to really make a mark on the market. Legendary CEO Jack Welch has a saying, if you don't have a competitive advantage, don't compete. And maybe to add further, if you have found a competitive advantage, continuously build on it because that will help you stand out in your own marketplace. Income stream number 4, stock dividends. This is a quick snapshot of my current stock portfolio in CDP account and SRS. I do have holdings in funds, I do have holdings in discount brokerages that are not added to this, but this tabulation exercise was also good for me because I wanted to find out where I'm allocated towards. As you can see, I've concealed the actual names, but as always, it's not too difficult to guess who they are because each and every one of these stocks which I've analyzed before, I've shared them very openly on the channel with you. The total portfolio now stands above $700,000 and I'll be investing very aggressively in this current REIT bear market. And there's a few things to note. The first is a new data center allocation. I'll explain more towards the end of this video. I'll leave a link to the exact tutorial. But what I can share also is REITs now form about 39% of my total portfolio. And if you were to add this real estate company, my total allocations are at least 50% into real estate in one form or another. In fact, this hospitality company should also be a real estate because they own Singapore's biggest theme park, correct? And this small cap industrial also owns real estate because it's privatized its real estate subsidiary arm. All in all, I think these stocks are depressed in terms of share price and I'm buying them aggressively. Or some of them I've been holding off for quite a while. And if we were to exclude SRS's component, the cash dividend is close to 20,000 per year right now. Of course, this was built on progressively and hopefully it inspires you because when we can get dividend income, it is a correct step towards building towards financial freedom. As always, if you have questions, leave in the comment sections. I'll try to pick on from there. And let's move on to the third income stream, which is YouTube AdSense revenue. This is the latest screenshot of what I see in my account. Current revenues are around 2,000. And what I can share is along the year or two, ad rates have actually fallen. Previously, it was slightly higher even. And what I can guess is that the risk of recession is really causing a lot of companies to spend a bit less in terms of their advertisements. Of course, this revenue over here looks nice, but do know again, I have editors to pay and there's a lot of effort to create a channel also. So I guess this is not mainstream for everybody unless you're also a YouTuber. The easier part, of course, is to build dividend income. That is really passive income. YouTube AdSense, some small components are passive because some videos are evergreen, whereas a lot requires you to make ongoing work. So coming to here, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, go ahead and do so, but always find a topic that you're passionate about and don't just look in terms of the revenue. And with that, let's move on to income stream number 2, which is actually sponsorships and affiliate sales. I think this model will get increasingly more popular across all digital platforms. I'm on TikTok and IG, and I can share also that there's no revenue from advertisements over there. So sponsorships become very important to anybody who's an influencer in other platforms, especially for short form content. And what I do advocate for anyone creating content is to always be wary what kind of sponsorships we want to take up, especially for financial products. Because personally, I've rejected a lot of platforms who have CFD trading, crypto trading, forex trading, and they're all licensed in overseas countries like Bahamas and Cayman Islands. They're not exactly licensed in Singapore, where I've seen some other influencers take on their sponsorship deal, and I'm worried that consumers are at risk. On my channel, I've been always sourcing for good brands to partner with, and as always, if you have seen them, don't worry, I've vetted them through, and hopefully they are useful products and services that you can adopt safely. With that out, let's move on to my number 1 income stream, which is definitely still income from my advisory work. I'm happy to be one of Singapore's best known advisors. I earn well, don't worry about it. But more importantly, I hope to reshape my industry positively. I've seen certain complaints from public, like advisors are bragging a lot on awards and not providing enough solid advice or overselling certain products. That's why I volunteered even to speak at my industry conference for independent advisors. And maybe one day I can impact more advisors to do financial advisory with the right heart and with the right approach. So far, I'm in 16 years in a career. And with that, I'd like to bring on a rounding point from Warren Buffett. Never depend on single income. Make investment to create a second source. I have my own practice, and not just that, I've created digital products and also invested. And that's actually how I built up my 9 streams of income. Hopefully you like the message and smash the like button if you do. And just now I mentioned about a REIT topic that I've touched on. This is the video to follow if you're curious about it. And if you have seen that REIT breakdown already, let me invite you to JOSH TAN Finance Summit, whereby I've actually shared what I've learned from that whole experience itself. If you haven't seen either of these tutorials, inviting you there to learn a bit better. And with that, I'll sign out from here. Take care as always. Goodbye.